When you want to secure something in Google Cloud, the first thing that you can use is Google Cloud Armor. But for example, in our case, if we want to secure our Cloud Run, we said, okay, let's go to use Cloud Armor. But there is a problem. As you can see here, when you have directly the default URL connected to your Cloud Run, and you are not using a load balancer, and then you are not using a backend, in this case, Cloud Armor is going to be bypassed. And this is a problem because in this case, you don't have security. And if you don't have security, then you have two options. Number one, you can use things like, for example, Cloudflare. Or you can say, okay, I want to use Cloud Armor, and then I have to put a load balancer in front of my Cloud Run, and then I have to have a backend, and then is when I can start to use Cloud Armor. Cloud Armor is a fantastic tool. It's a tool that is going to help us to avoid whatever denial of service attack that we're going to have. It's going to be able to mitigate attacks, for example, SQL injection and many others. And even it has a way to automatically tell you someone is attacking, and it's telling to you how to fix those errors, how can automatically create a new rule. But it's coming with a problem. The problem is the pricing. And why? Why is the pricing is a problem? The pricing for Google Cloud Armor is, in case that you go to the enterprise annual, 3,000 euros per month. And in case that you go to this enterprise pay as you go, you have to pay 200 euros per month plus all the expenses. There is a standard movement, that this is the one that you have here by default, and this standard price means that you are going to have not all the options, but you have to pay for everything that you consume. For example, this adaptive protection is only in this enterprise pay go. If you are in the standard movement, you cannot go to this pay to go. And in this case, you cannot have all the power that is doing this adaptive protection. So then you say, come on, it's 3K if I want to have everything, or more or less minimum 200, but this is going to end at more or less in 1,000 per month. And you say, wow, I have to pay a load balancer. I had to pay all this amount of money to have security in my Cloud Run. Then what is the other option? The other option is what is telling here the documentation. If you're bypassing this URL, then you can use WAF in Cloudflare. And how is that working? It's working in the same way, and it's coming with a lot of benefits. The first one is the price, because the basic is for free, and you have more or less almost every option. But the pro, that is more or less the same one that you have with the 3K, is 20 euros. But in case that you don't need to have a support 24/7, you can go to these 20 months and you have everything. Very big difference. Because depends on the level of the payment, you're going to have more or less rules. But at the end, your environment is going to be secure. I love the idea how it's working Google Cloud and how it's working with Cloud Armor, really. And really, I think that the Cloud Armor adaptive protection is something super cool. But I think that the price is something that is a bit abusive. 3,000 per month is not for every company, because we ended at the end in 36K.
Do you think your project infrastructure is well set and maintained? We know for sure there is always room for improvement. If you are uncertain where to begin, let's first do an audit of what you already have. We will review your setup from every angle: performance, cost, security, high availability, automation, and provide you with a detailed roadmap of which direction your infrastructure should go. Generate concrete tasks for you to implement, or even take on your infra entirely, if you let us, of course.